What's up, guys? Welcome back to some more Nitro Blasterz Plus. We're going to jump into some more of another story, which is super boring, but I just want to give a little bit of an update. I did play through the campaign or story mode as this chick, Ethica, and I kind of found out it's basically the same story with just a few paragraphs of different information that really doesn't enhance anything. So I'm not going to go through that story with every character. I'm just going to leave it as the one Sonica. We're going to do this, and unless something else pops up, that's going to be the rest of Nitro Blasterz Plus. I know it's kind of short. This is apparently a pretty short game, but also I got stuff coming out next week I want to do, so let's just jump right into this because we know we're going to be reading a bunch. I don't know if I'm going to read all this just because, but oh yes, it was this person. I'm sure I've been talking with the ringmaster several times. When was this? About 3 weeks ago, I think. He said that he was an old friend of the ringmaster when he came. I saw him pretty often after that. He was Mayor Ward's personal friend. I totally overlooked that. So I contacted you after I saw this in the newspaper. He was the mayor, right? Everyone is saying that the mayor was murdered, so what do you think the ringmaster was too? Wait, what? I think I read that wrong. Inspector Muramasa of the APD came to a grassy plain looking up at the Hangman's Hill on the west side of city. Near the grassy plain was a pond. Tents of various colors dotted the edge of the its edge for 2 months as the circus came to Arkham. Alfred Jerbaba, ringmaster, was found dead under suspicious circumstances in the gorilla's cage on the same day as the mayor. He was said to look like a wild man and often billed himself as bastard of King Kong and Annie Darrow. One of the more vulgar newspapers in the town ran an article titled, "Did the son of King Kong commit double suicide?" But the article of the ringmaster was pushed back after the mayor was found dead, and the media never investigated any connection. You said your name's Miss Saya, right? You can call me Saya. What? That's what my friends call me. Okay then, Saya, you look young. Have you been to the circus for long? No, I only joined recently. I used to sing in a Paris theatrical troupe until 6 months ago. That's when the ringmaster bought me. He bought you? As blah blah blah's expression became severe, Saya shook her head vigorously. It wasn't anything gross. Sure, he looked scary, but the ringmaster was a gentleman. I guess he bought me, but it's more like he saved me because I am a freak. The world was caught in Saya's throat. The word was caught in Saya's throat, never reaching her ear. I see, I apologize. You just said you sang. Are you a singer? Oh, you don't know. My song of Saya is very popular in the circus. No kidding. So notice posters of Saya with a copy reading Cosmic Voice in the space Sperano that no human can utter. Now with Alfred dead, the circus might be dissolved. Did you notice anything strange about Jeremy? Before he came here, he told me that there was something someone he wanted me to meet, but he wouldn't let me meet them until preparations were over. Say, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to ask you to continue your story another time. What? You there. It's time, whatever. Show yourself. It's a robot chick. How long you been there? The maid and the Marissa encounter the day before stood several feet away. So it's you. The fact that you've targeted Saya means I'm right on track. The person called in, is she not with you? I wasn't ready last time. So stood warningly, blah blah blah. However, before blah blah blah, Saya stepped forward with a fierce expression. Did you murder the ring? If that's what you want to believe, you don't seem to be unrelated to his death. If you're responsible, I won't forgive you. Saya, step away. She's dangerous. Don't worry, I can fight when I need to. Saya's jaded eyes shimmered with an eerie glow. Blah blah blah. Felt a thirst for blood. That was almost a disgusting physical. I don't know. Saya, I'm sorry. I kept this a secret from you. Saya's long hair began twitching. Mind of its own. I am not human. I did not think you'd be able to bring in. Prepare yourself, freak. And in her hand, a strange silver blade caught the light, and an inhuman monster and a mechanical doll. Alright, let's fight. Yeah, but I checked out the regular story mode, and it really wasn't anything different. It led to the same point. I'd actually almost say that the cutscenes with the main evil girl, the main owl, is the exact same. Oh man, I haven't played in a while. Can you tell I haven't played in a while? Oh, will you stop? But yeah, I played through with Ethica, and I was going to record it. I actually was trying to record it, and apparently my capture card didn't record it. I apparently thought I hit record, but I guess I did not hit record, which is what I was looking at right now to make sure I actually hit record. Boom! Duck her down one time. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the same. It seemed like, well, Ethica's anyway was pretty much exactly the same. And even actually Sonica was in quite a bit of it. And it really wasn't anything that was like worthy of like just going through every character to do. Like, you know, it would have been like probably 2 videos per character. You know, the Sonica one took a while because I got stuck on the last boss. My plan was to drop difficulty a bit. That way I could just kind of blaze through it. But after I played through Ethica, I was kind of like, you know, I don't think it's worth it. Like, I don't... Hair whip you to death. But it was one of those things where I just really didn't feel like it was, you know, it would have been good enough. It would have just bogged down my channel even more than what it already is. So I just figured I'd do this, and that would be that. What on earth are you? I am not sure. They say I was caught in a fishing net off the coast of South Africa, but I don't remember that time. The Japanese took me onto the boat called Seiya, but then I was sent to the aquariums and research laboratories. I managed one in a way, enjoyed the freak show. I've never had it very good. I can see that. Hey officer, what will you do now that you know my secret? Will you kill me or capture me like everyone else? It's surely an age of mysteries, as they say, but this is Arkham. I should have thought about all the strange cases that she has come across since Arkham inside. I've dealt with too many ghosts and monsters. As long as you don't harm another person, I won't have a reason to bother you. Thank you. To be honest, I'm confused as to what to do, but let's just leave it at this. Just in case, tell me something. Do you eat humans? Huh? No way. I've never have, and I never want to. The person inside. In any case. Okay. The person inside? Huh? What am I talking about? I don't know. Okay, I don't quite understand, but alright, that's how it is. Ethica's here too, apparently. Oh, an interesting story. Don't blah 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 blah. Hey, aren't you? I am Mayor Ward's primary secretary, Ethica Kigababa. I am pretty sure I met you at the cemetery. If I really wanted to, I could actually probably sit here and like sound out the names and probably get them correctly, but I just don't really care to. I just kind of want to get through this, you know, at a timely manner and try to get this series done because, like I said, next week are 2 huge games coming out that I really cannot wait to cover. And so I'm trying to get this on Life is Strange uploaded, you know, as fast as possible. So I apologize if it seems like I'm like uploading a lot of the same stuff and not giving very much variety, but I'm also trying to keep EDF in the loop and things like that. So I apologize, but you know, just trying to get some stuff done. But this is just gibberish. It's like most of this story is like not too much of it's actually leading up to the main story of what's going on. This is more or less just, you know, in between stuff. I don't know. Oh, and she's here now too. The girl reported it to the police, and just as you arrived, she was attacked. Furthermore, Mayor Ward's secretary makes an appearance. The timing is just too good. The city official's badge. Are you thinking of that? I might be overthinking it. Let's go to the city hall. Please find out where Seiya is saying and confirm the contents of Jamaba's letter. I may have been too careless. I'll take care of it immediately. But Ethica did not arrive at city hall that day. From that point on, she went missing. The next day, the secretary was posted on the most wanted list, but the girl that had gotten into her limousine remained missing. And we're on to episode 4. Let's just jump right into this. Let's just keep this going. You know what I mean? Oh, look, Sonico. Sonoko hummed as she walked down the street, carrying a large paper bag full of warm focaccia and paninis. I don't know. Her apartment is on the north side of Arkham University, facing Church Street in an Italian neighborhood. The Germano bakery on the first floor of her building is where she would often buy bread on her way to class. The late riser is woken by her cats every morning and barely makes it to class on time. On this day, Sonoko got up at 5 a.m. Neither alarm nor cats woke her up. I guess sometimes there are days like this. Okay. She did not give it too much thought. Only a few days before she had a nasty shock at the university. She's probably still stressed. As she washed her face, her cats gathered at her feet. Okay, just wait a minute, please. She quickly poured out some milk and cat food. Sonoko watched the morning sun spill into the room. It had been so long since she had gotten up so early. That's why I'll have breakfast in Oregon Park. I think it was Ogan Park or Ogre Park. I don't remember. She came up with the idea. I know I mispronounced it for sure. 6 a.m. sleep people wander to work while others come home yawning. Visitors to the business area looking for breakfast can find several cafes and restaurants that offer a morning menu. The fragrant scent of bread from the Germano bakery leads to long lines in the morning. It's like an oasis among the skyscrapers of Main Street. Sonoko loves the Chinese garden of Ogre Park. It is Ogre Park, with so many kinds of peach trees that there is something blossoming throughout the year. After chatting with a friend at the milk stand, Sonoko walked to the rear of her favorite garden. Phew, now I can relax. Sitting on the bench in the park, Sonoko enjoyed her panini sandwich. It's a panini. Panini. She'd felt the stress melt away as she drank her fresh milk. Sonoko took a deep breath, thinking today something great might happen. That's when she began feeling uncomfortable. Wow, there's so many birds. In a distant area covered by shrubbery, birds of all sizes seemed to be pecking at something. What's going on? Approaching the bushes, a bad smell wafted into her nostrils. One might compare it to the rich, fragrant smell of the lily. She then finally notices the buzzing sound. It is she hearing things or the flapping of wings? And that's when Sonoko found it. Soon thereafter, tape reading "Keep Out" was posted near the scene. Reporters swarmed the area while police spoke with the radios. This time a body is decomposed. Just what's going on in Arkham? You have some dark circles under your eyes. You need rest or the investigation will suffer. 2 days have passed since Ethica disappeared with Seiya. Ian knew that had been gathering witnesses' testimonies all night. Muramasa? No, it'd be Muramasa, wouldn't it? This is all my fault. I'm gonna call her blah blah blah. I'm gonna call her boobs. How about that? This is all my fault. I find her regardless. Oh, so who found the body? It looks like it was a student at Miss Tonic University. She received quite the shock. She's recovering in the hospital. Have you contacted her family? Well, she's an exchange student from Japan. Luckily, her professor is an acquaintance of mine. She's acting as her legal guardian. I see. So do we know where her body came from? The decomposition is extremely advanced. The bones have already begun to begun disintegrating? Disintegrating? That's what... Oh, yeah, it is disintegrating. I'm an idiot. This is, however, a clue. We have found a ring where we think the arms was. I think you'll find the design interesting. Ignis. It depicts a snake biting on its own tail. Uses a simple snake tin called "I know a person with the same ring." This is Professor Grace Wanabla of Miss Tonic University. Sonoko is one of my students. I met investigator blah. I'm clicking before I finish reading. This professor is very well knowledge about magic and the transmission of hidden lore. She has helped me in previous investigations. Pardon me, but have we met before? Yes, I think it'll come back to you. It has been a long time, Second Lieutenant Boobs. The woman is known as Grace when I smirked. It was Midwich, Windshire, as I'm sure you'll recall. Are you that investigator? So you've come to this country as well. It appears as though we have been pulled into Arkham City, the devil's capital. The year is 1809 something. 100 and yeah, the year is 109X. The same year as the central western area of Arkham City, Providence disappeared from the map. In the deserted village of Windshire, England, a strange situation occurred. The residents lost their memory and suddenly gave birth. Like the cuckoo that lays an egg in others' nest, all the children took after some unknown parent. All had golden hair and golden eyes. The children eventually took control of the inhabitants and went into hiding until the tragedy of 190X. You have your reasons, but you set fire to the town and murdered the villagers. I cannot accept such brutal measures. And what do you know? The villagers had already died. Only the bodies tied to a wicked god were left. And your notion of pity to cremate them, I cannot forgive you. Raise your sword, investigator. If that's how you cope, then fine. I'll be your opponent. Come on, cavalry lieutenant. Alright, let's just get to fighting, man. You know, that's pretty much what I've been waiting on this whole time. Fight. Fight. Is she a playable character? That's what I'm not sure. I don't know if she's a playable character. I think it's her first time playing as Boobs, though, so that's good. She's pretty good. Oh, spoke too soon. Oh! Goodie but a classic. I'll say, yeah, the Bear Hat Girl might be one of my favorites. I gotta remember how to do stuff. Oh, I think I did it. Look at that. Alright, that works. 1 out of 2. I kind of like how you're getting to play as every character, though, you know? It gives it a little bit of a break to try out different stuff. What was going on? I'm just trying to do... Oh, I missed it. Okay. I don't know. I'm just pressing buttons now. I got it. Victory is mine. Boobs won. So you've met? I was not aware. I'm sorry, I had to take a drink. You probably hear it. It's an irony of fate. It's not all my fault that my students was caught up in this incident. Well then, let's take a look at what we have. Whose ring is this? Julian Carswell, a necromancer that the cults of London called the Lord of the Worm. He was the leader of the dark cult known as the Snake Den. He was infamous in London around the 19th century, the end of the 19th century. I have asked the art about him. It seems as though he has gone missing since the beginning of the century. In London, they seem to believe that the Snake Den has set up a new branch or faction here in Arkham City. It is unknown if that smuggled corpse was actually Carswell's, but it is believed that it made its way here. Is it true? I stopped my involvement once I came back to the country, but I've already reached out to my old connections, and I found this. It is a secret article of the Arkham Gazette published 4 years ago. Julian Carswell, the antique art dealer from London, and he deals in curios from Europe, Africa, and the Middle East. He has delivered a child mummy to the Cabot Museum in Boston, and the mummy. Yes, there seems to be a connection. It looks like you've got the idea, but we need to be careful here. It's hard to see, but look at the middle finger on the left hand. It's a ring, and it's rather large. It can't be confirmed. I can't confirm the design with the photograph. Oh, mate. I can't confirm the design with this photograph, but don't you think they're similar? Carswell and Carstairs, it's true the names are similar. The problem is that he doesn't look anything like a picture of Julian Carswell that I've seen before. But Julian Carcel is a necromancer. Necromancer, you mean a sorcerer with the power to bring back the dead? I have heard the power of necromancers have the ability to transfer their souls to another person. Effectively, they can live forever. Such a thing is impossible. Many bodies have been missing from graveyards of Arkham City lately. Yes, I am aware. When the mayor's body was taken, everyone at the police station was talking about it. Body snatchers have been targeting the local graveyard since this place was a colony. It reminds me of the Eastern Europe vampire legends. In order to keep the dead from rising, they would put a stake in their heart. You know quite a bit, boobs. Ever since moving to the Scotland Yard, I've only taken on abnormal cases. May your path be full of matter and hawthorn briars. That sounds more like an indication than a prayer. What is that? Incantation than a prayer. It has been bugging me all the time, but I finally remembered. It's a Serbian exorcism chant that chases away vampires. Boobs, the yard have been kept a list of European ghost hunters, vampire hunters, and psychometrists. I don't know. How did you know? Don't look at me like that. This is what I do. A young girl with silver hair, pale white skin, and an old-fashioned black dress. She carries a sledgehammer. Please inquire quickly if there is a vampire hunter matching this description. You seem to have an idea. Will you explain in detail? I have an annoying visitor to my lab the other day. She is called Ethica, a monster. She is called a monster. This is getting interesting.